Hey everyone, Chris here. I am here at the American Convention Center in St. Louis, Missouri, to where Fan Expo is happening. If you don't know what Fan Expo is, it's a Comic Con to where a lot of celebrities come, a lot of Marvel comic books happen, a lot of movie stuff happens, such as panels. You get to talk about what your favorite DC movie is, if you're a Christopher Reeve fan, if you're a Spider-Man fan, as in Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, etc. There's a lot that happens at a Fan Expo, and you get to go to this event if you know what it is. If you don't know what it is, there's still a lot of people that don't know what Fan Expo is, or even what a Comic-Con is. Like, you could be telling like your Uber driver or your Lyft driver, cab driver, and they can be like, what's a Fan Expo? What is a Comic-Con? And then you have to explain it to them if you know what it is. Let's make this happen. Let's have some fun, and let me show you around this weekend. So let's go. I will show you the metal detectors that you go through, and we are walking. So since we're walking, you go through the metal detectors, and usually they welcome you with open arms. You enter in down here. How you doing? When you're walking in down here, you if you're a VIP, you will go to VIP. If you are part of the press, you go to press. If you go to just part of the Comic-Con, you go somewhere where you're supposed to. So let's keep on going. Your entry right here, you go to the C re-entry. Part of the crew. Leonard's right there. Hello. So security check, usually if you have props, you have to get checked. Alright, so we have made it in. This is home. This is home.
The obsession, transgression, the passion, and succession.
Hey everyone, so since I'm filming with the camera, I got a couple things here. We're going to action cam view right now. Now, guys, when you go to a Comic-Con, you guys get drinks. That's awesome. They're very good. And there's different types of soda, different types of root beer that you can have, different flavors. It's really good. Hi. Thanks. Thanks. How you doing? Good. in front of your favorite backdrop to share with your friends. Fan Expo. We have this one. Somebody screencasted this on my YouTube channel. We also have another. Screencasted that one. Over here we have a lot of things from movies to a lot of different things. Hey everyone, so those of you guys that come to Fan Expo Comic Con, well, guess what? You know what the best thing is, right? Okay, the food. The food! Besides the celebrities seeing everything, the food. They have a long list of food, so do not worry if you get hungry. Make sure you guys eat something. Alright, let's keep on going.
That's so cool.
And I'm gonna talk about Trevor Fehrman. So, my job as an actor, why did you start out as an actor? And,
Yeah, so in my case it was totally an accident. I grew up in Minnesota doing musical theater, and through a strange series of events I ended up booking a job the summer before my senior year in high school, and they were just like, "You're moving to LA, I guess," and I was like, "Okay." And so that was it was a TV show called Encore with Nathan Lane and a couple of other people, and it wasn't very good, I guess. It only was on for half a season, but then that sort of everything else just was sort of inertia after that. I got another job the next year, and then I did a couple of movies. One of them was with Jeff. He wrote and directed this movie called Now You Know, and Kevin has a cameo in that, and he saw the movie, and that's why he had asked me to do Clerks II. Yeah, by the time he had asked me to do that movie, I'd already quit, and so it was a very brief period in my life where like 5 or 6 years where I was pursuing that professionally. Yeah, that was how it happened.
right now, I know you don't act right now, but never say never. Would you ever come back and do it? Possible?
I would do anything with Kevin, just because I like him a lot, and these are all my friends, and they're very funny, and I just enjoy being around them and working with them. So if he ever was like, "Hey, you wanna come do something else?" I'd be like, "Sure, probably." I mean, unless I can't imagine what he would ask me to do that's more embarrassing than what he's already asked me to do. So it's difficult to. It's difficult to see. I'm sure I would be happy to hang out with all these guys again if they ever wanted to. Barring that, though, no, I'm not interested.
Right now, do you have any funny stories for on set when you and Kevin are on set and some pranks happen and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, there's a couple of things. I was telling, when we were shooting Clerks II, I was like mopping. It was like literally a throwaway shot where they were just going to cut to me mopping, and then they were going to cut to something else. And they were giving me, Kevin was like barking out directions. He was like, "No, hold the mop this way." He's like, "No, put your other hand up there, you know, the stick's near your face, like it's kind of shadow. And this went on and on and on for like 30 minutes. He kept giving me like different notes about how to hold this mop, and I was like, okay. And then that ended, and then literally months later, he and I were on stage screening the movie somewhere in LA, and we were doing like a Q&A with the audience, and I can't remember why, but I brought that up. I was like, do you remember that day where you were like having me mop and you kept telling me to do it different for like a half an hour? And I was like, I swear to God, you were fucking with me. And then there was just this awkward silence, and I looked at him, he had this like little impish smirk on his face, and I was like, you son of a bitch. He just like made me realize that he like saved that for months, and then just like let me get humiliated in front of a live audience.
Right, I like his work, and he's directing Flash, Supergirl, all the Marvel DC stuff on the WWE channel. That's great. So, what would you say that people that are starting out acting and starting out in the industry, and they want to start acting, what should they do?
Honestly, I'm the wrong person to ask about that. My honest recommendation is that you go do literally anything else. The worst part, and I can confirm this, the worst part about being an actor is you're kind of like, you're really subject to the whims of like other people, and you feel like you have no control kind of over important aspects of your life until you get a job, and then you have way too much control, like you have way too much power. So you veer between these like states of total powerlessness and like an unhealthy amount of power. And if you just make your own stuff, then you like all of that kind of gets you just sort of wipe the table clean with all that stuff.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Hey everyone, well, this is the end of Fan Expo in St. Louis, Missouri. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour that I gave you, and I hope you enjoyed what you could do at a Comic-Con. So you should now already know what you can do at a Comic-Con, what you didn't know before. If you don't know what a Comic-Con is, try going to one. Try having fun. I talked to a lot of people out there that don't know what a Comic-Con is, but I will tell you that it is really fun to go to. You have movie actors show up. You have people from comic books that do autographs. You have filmmakers. You have comic book artists that really love to get into doing what they're doing and talk about the creative behind their stuff. You have independent filmmakers. You have a lot of independent people that are out there in the film world, and you have a lot of people that cosplay, such as fans. And so my advice to you is, if you're not in the Comic-Con era, well, I would join it, and I would also, come to a Comic-Con if it's in your area, Missouri, Seattle, Washington State, or if you go to Portland, Oregon, or if you go to any other city out there, even another country. They have them in other countries. They are so great. I really appreciate you guys tuning into this one. I'm going to bring more content from me to you. And not only that, please push the like button. Please subscribe to, hit that notification bell, so that way it helps out the algorithm when you push the like button, so it gets me featured and doing what I do as well. And don't forget to stay tuned for news, tunes, and reviews, and I will see you all in the next one. Alright, see you later.